Good morning. Hope you're all doing really well today. Our verse today is from John 15. You did not choose me, but I chose you and appointed you so that you might go and bear fruit. Fruit that will last. And so that whatever you ask in my name, the Father will give you. This is my command. Love each other. If the world hates you, keep in mind that it hated me first.
You are chosen. That's really quite something. Not just chosen, but chosen by God. Now that fairly simple statement has a whole heap of baggage attached to it, because if we're chosen, then you have a purpose, and you have significance, and you have a future. But you are God's chosen people, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, a special possession of God, that you might declare the praises of him who called you out of darkness into his wonderful light, chosen by the one who works everything in conformity to the purpose of his will, in order that Christ might be exalted. Now there's a weird tension here, because we all know that we chose God. We made a decision to follow him. We asked Jesus into our life and chose to make him Lord. Our free will. Best decision we ever made. And if you haven't, you should make it too. But at the same time, Jesus chose you and invited you into his heart. Now, if you know the history of theology, you'll know that these two contradictory views have been quite divisive in church history. But if you saw them from heaven's perspective, you'd see there's no contradiction at all. Just a beautiful symbiotic agreement to choose each other. If I were romantically inclined, I would say it's quite touching. Me choosing God, God choosing me. It's got happily ever after written all over it. You've been chosen to bear fruit. Fruit that will last. This world doesn't last. It passes away. But your fruit lasts into eternity. Fruit of the Spirit, fruit of righteousness, fruit of a relationship with God, fruit of service, fruit of others coming to know Christ, fruit of compassion and good works. Chosen to bear fruit, chosen to be fruitful. This chapter starts with Jesus reminding us that we're part of God's vine, and that as we draw sustenance from him, we become fruitful. Jesus is the vine and the Father is the gardener, and he does whatever it is that gardeners do that helps things to grow. It's a mystery to me. And to this end, whatever we ask for, we're given. So be fruitful. Go and bear fruit. Now, therefore, as God's chosen people, holy and dearly loved, clothe yourself with compassion and kindness and humility and gentleness and patience. It wasn't my intention to go on, but there are a couple of verses that follow this. Right now, it kind of feels like the world hates us, or at least the government does. That's okay, the government of Jesus' day hated him too, a bit worse than us, and Jesus found a way to forgive. Jesus says the world hates. That's what haters do. But we love. We love each other, we love God, and we even love the haters. Because in Jesus' progression of ideas, bearing fruit means loving.